times do you tell your kids what to do, what not to do to stay safe when they leave the house during the day? You may learn some more tips that may keep your child safe and alive. Joining us are two veterans of the New York City Police Department, Officers Jerry Lucadamo and Seth Goldstein. They teach a program called Bewise, and you are also working on the streets to keep our kids safe. Tell me about the Bewise program.
Yes, Rolonda, the Bewise program was started in about 10 years ago after the death of a young Queens boy was found by detectives. And the detectives initiated the program, and now the program is citywide. And I work on Staten Island, and Seth works in Queens. And what we do is we go into grammar schools, pre-K to grade 6, and we talk to children about the safety rules that we're discussing today.
That's great. You guys helped us out with a test today.
We certainly did.
And so Seth, I'm just going to let you speak. Tell me what the test was and how you think our kids fared in it. Tell me how you set it up.
Well, Officer Lucadamo went out yesterday, and they did a little test with some children to see how they would anticipate a person that was trying to possibly abduct them. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem like it worked very well for the children, and it seemed like it was a little easier for Officer Lucadamo to lure these children to come with her.
Now, you were working, Officer Lucadamo, trying to get the kids to come out of a pizza shop.
Exactly.
They'd been told that your mom said stay there, and you went in as an undercover cop, basically trying to see how well they did.
Right.
Your gut reaction as a result of what happened?
I'm very concerned. I'm very concerned, and it only reaffirms how I feel about our program in the school. You can tell your child every day, you can just reaffirm the rules, and yet, and I'm sure that these children have spoken to their parents, parents have told them these safety rules, and yet 6 out of 6 I was able to lure from the pizza shop.
Now, here is just take a look at what we did here.
I'll be right back.
Would you mind help me for a second? Just want to hold, maybe you could hold the door for me so I could you just take this for me just for a minute so I can get my keys?
Just back right across the street. Just stay right here. I'll be right back, all right?
How would you like to give her a treat? Want to give her a treat for me? She can't have any pizzas, so wait a second. Come here. Here you go. Come on, sit. Here's a treat. Thanks. Hey, what's your name?
Chanel.
Chanel, hi. Guess how old she is?
40.
40? She said you're 40 years old. Oh, no. She's 8 months old. Can you do me a favor? Can you help me out? Because she likes you so much. My car's right over there, so I just want to bring the pizza out. And could you just bring her out here so I could put this? I don't want to drop my pizza. Okay. It'll just be a second. You don't have to put your coat on. Could you just bring her over here to the car for me? And I just want to put my pizza in the car and watch its hand, honey. Over here.
I'll be right back. Okay?
Hey, listen. There's been a little bit of a problem and your dad told me to come and get you. All right? Don't worry about your coat or anything. Come on. Okay, come on. Right down here. Right down the street over here.
I'll be right back.
Could you just help me out just for a minute? I have to get my car. I have to get in the car because the meter. I don't want to get a ticket. Could you just hold her just for a second, please? Just hold. She won't bite you. Here, can you hold her for me? Okay. All right, can you just hold her for a second for me? Just hold her. Thanks. Can you just bring her right over here? Hold on to it tight. Thanks a lot. Here, just bring her right over here.
How did our kids do?
Not too good.
Not too good. Ian, was that you I saw running out the door?
Yeah.
What made you decide to run out the door with a stranger?
It was because she said I had to, a group of people were outside waiting for me, and I just got really nervous that I was going to talk to them.
So you went out with her anyway. Yeah. Dad, did you know that Ian reacted that way?
When I saw him on the corner, I knew he left.
And what did that do to you when you saw that?
It upset me because we had an incident about a month before where he and I got separated, and I thought maybe he might have learned something.
Yeah. This is emotional for you, isn't it? Can you tell me what you're feeling? Because there's probably not a parent in the world who doesn't feel what you're feeling after seeing that.
It's tough. He's your son. When he was born, I became the father of a lot of emotions. And
Thank God.
just the idea of losing him, it's not one that's easy to think about.
I'm looking at another mom down here. You're crying too. What are you thinking? Did you run out that door too?
Yes.
You see what that's doing to your mother?
Yes.
And nothing happened to you.
Yeah, that's true.
What are you feeling right now?
I was saying to Sean before, and to my daughter, that if anything ever happened to her, they would have to lock me away because I know I couldn't deal with it.
Yeah. I guess.
You know, we told her that we play the what if games,
Yeah.
and she always gives the right response. But until something really happens, I think that's the real test. I think maybe instead of just playing the what if games, I think maybe you have to get a friend that maybe she doesn't know to maybe practice.
Test her,
Yes,
to test her.
Because I think until it really happens, you know, you don't really know how they're going to react.
Yeah. This was quite a test for the parents, too. I quite honestly am a bit surprised by the parents' reaction, too. I mean, these are parents who are brought to tears because of what they saw their children do.
They just got a second chance, Rolonda. They just brought their children back from the devil. Is what happened there. I mean, if this had not been a set-up situation and those children had been lured outside like that, the very strong possibility exists that they would never see their children again, which just goes to show why it is so terribly important that we start talking to these children at a very young age and giving them information that will make them strong, that will make them powerful, and that will give them the ability to grow up safe. You can't run it by once and think it's going to take effect. You have to continually reinforce it, just like seatbelts, just like Mothers Against Drunk Driving. You continually reinforce one message. The children are the most important thing. There is certain information that they have to know that is going to give them the power to avoid these kinds of situations.
What can we do? I know that you guys have a plethora of things that we could do so that our children don't end up in this situation. Let me take a break, Seth. No, let me take a quick break because I don't want to miss a thing that you're saying. Also coming up next, a famous face is going to join us, a famous face with a personal story, which has made him one of our nation's best-known anti-crime crusaders. John Walsh of America's Most Wanted is going to join us with more tips on how to keep our children safe. In the meantime, though, take a look at these tips, and we'll have a lot more for you before the end of the show. We'll be right back.